Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. First, I will start by giving you an insight as to what has been presented by the Office of the Attorney General for the consideration of the Federal Executive Council this morning. It was indeed a bill known as Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provision Bill 2021. What it seeks to do is to have a wholehearted embodiment of amendment to our existing legislations that in one way or the other have an impact on ease of doing business in the Nigerian space. But for the purpose of appreciation, the import, content, and context of the bill, I think it is important to take you through the history lane, where we were and where we are today, and what is it that gave rise eventually to the bill under consideration. Between 2007 and 2015, that is shortly before coming in place of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, Nigeria had lost places in the World Bank Ease of Doing Business ranking. We lost about 64 points in terms of international assessment of ease of doing business in Nigeria. And that now gave rise for the need to have in place certain strategies, both legal and administrative frameworks that will now perhaps turn things around for the better. And it is on this note that Mr. President put in place Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, known as PEBEC. So with the PEBEC in place, what is it that we have succeeded in doing from 2015 to date? It is on this note that I want to tell you and brief you on the successes that we have recorded arising from the policies and arising from the PEBEC that was put in place. On account of the implementation of around 150 completed reforms that were put in place by PEBEC, we have succeeded in having our position enhanced to about 39 places in World Bank Doing Business Index since 2015. So our position that used to have indeed, that was nose-diving to around 64 places before coming in place of this government, had indeed enhanced in terms of rating by the World Bank Index to about 39 points in terms of efficiency of ease of doing business as far as the Nigeria is concerned. Again, we were on 2 occasions named as one of the 10 top most improved economies in the world over the last 3 years. Further to that, we were as well mentioned and indeed confirmed to be one of only 2 African countries to make this highly prestigious list in 2019. Again, the 2018 Subnational Doing Business Report on Nigeria recorded unprecedented improvement. And by World Economic Forum report, in its 2018 Global Competitive Report, Nigeria was recognized as a business environment that is entrepreneurship friendly. But that is not enough. It is equally worth mentioning that in February 2022, the National Bureau of Statistics announced that Nigerian economy grew by 3.4%, the strongest since 2014, and which accounted for increased productivity. Now realizing the effect and impact of ease of doing business, it became important and necessary for us to consolidate on what we have done for the purpose of not only the sustenance of the international record, international recognition and recommendation, but for the purpose of, in fact, deepening the reforms that were brought about by Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council. And that is what informed the bill that was presented before the Federal Executive Council this morning. It is a bill that looked into our laws generally to see how we can make them more efficient, more transparent, and more value-oriented in terms of enhancing our national economy. So with that in mind, a lot of reforms were introduced by the bill, which is the Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provision Bill that was taken this morning. And the whole essence of the bill is to consolidate on these gains, consolidate on the reforms, and ensuring at the end of the day, our laws are dynamic in terms of accommodative of the international best practices, which will eventually translate to enhanced productivity, enhanced value, and the improvement in what we do as a business environment for the purpose of attraction of more investments into the Nigerian state, for the purpose of enhancing our productivity locally and internationally, economically as a nation. Thank you very much. Let me begin by way of stating categorically that the issue of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act was not deliberated, discussed, or in any way addressed during the Federal Executive Council meeting, on account of which we are here today to address the press. But out of perhaps desire to cover the field, taking into consideration that the question is asked, I may have to respond. And my clear response arising therefrom is the fact that truly there exists a court judgment. And again, by the judgment, the court directed the Office of the Attorney General to take necessary steps to delete the provision, which in essence implies that the provision should not form part of our laws. Whether it has been deleted or has not been deleted is indeed a function of agencies of government and associated relevant parastatals. But the true position of it in that respect is the fact that government printers and indeed Law Reform Commission, among others, that are responsible for the codification and gazetting of our laws, are working naturally hand in hand with the Office of the Attorney General for the purpose of ensuring that what goes into our laws are indeed aligned with the position of the law. So what I am saying, in essence, it is indeed a work in progress, against the background of the fact that the Law Reform Commission is involved statutorily in the, which is a ministry, a parastatal under the supervision of the Office of the Attorney General, is a party to the process of codification of the law. The government printers, which is saddled with the responsibility of gazetting our laws on the request of the Office of the Attorney General, is equally involved. And above all, as you rightly stated, the possibility of an appeal is equally there. So what I am saying in effect is deletion of Section 84, so Section 12 is a work in progress and is being considered as such. Thank you.
Thank you.